Who had killed her father as Ito Shinji, the guy who's always mind controlled, and kills a little girl. Totally not someone who's being mind controlled to kill a bunch more other people with, stabbing people. His specialty, by the way, he loves to stab people. Suddenly the door burst open and Ito rushed inside.
なんだよ。今考え事してるんだ。話なら後にしてくれ。
ほう。その様子じゃやっぱ知らねえみてえだな。そっかそっか。状況様ともあろうものが。ほう、そうですか。
知らないって何がだよ。
いや、いいって。今考え事してんだろ。だったら後にするよ。
なんだよその言い方。気になるだろ。教えろよ。
教えてください。だろ。
Now is not the time, Ito.
わかったよ。悪かったよ。何があったのか教えてください。
なんか気持ちがこもってねえな。
Asshole. Just before I started to get really mad, though, the door opened once more and Sarika ran in.
聞いたタク。新しい事件が起きたって。
あ、尾上、それ。
新しい事件。もしかしてまた。
殺人事件。
It couldn't be.
それ俺が今から言おうとしたやつ。
I ignored that idiot Ito and ran up to Sarika.
それで殺されたのは。
You see, it was Arimura Hinae. I ended up almost grabbing her. Sarika looked a little scared.
あ、
いいから教えてくれ。殺されたのは誰だ。
確か40代の女の人だって。
Okay, so it's just Arimura's mother now, alright? A woman in her 40s.
ひょっとして有村のお母さんじゃないだろうな。
ひなちゃんのってどうして？
違うよ。それだったらいくら俺だってもっと早くに言ってる。
It wasn't? Then it wasn't someone who was related to Arimura? Did it have nothing to do with the others, or...? Could it be?
有村。
I grabbed the phone out of my pocket and looked at the name on the screen. But it wasn't who I hoped it was.
宮代くんか。新庄だ。
I could hear tension in his voice and it scared me.
急に電話なんて何かあったんですか。
つい数時間前に渋谷界隈で新たな事件があったのは知っているか。三上ひな子という40代の女性が殺された事件だ。
Mikami Hinako. I don't... no idea who that is.
はい。ちょうど今その話をしていたところで。
Well, it could be Arimura's father's lover, That could be like a possibility if we're trying to connect her or connect the victims to Arimura, maybe?
その事件の容疑者が判明した。
A suspect?
一体誰なんです？
いいか、よく聞け。10月25日に石田萌を殺害し、続く26日に有村光一郎を殺害。さらに昨夜、三上ひな子を殺害したと思われる一連の事件の容疑者は有村ひなえの母親だ。
Arimura Hinae's mother. Okay, not Arimura Hinae herself. Alright. Which makes me think, again, because I'm making this guess, I'm assuming it's right, but Mikami, what's her name again? The phone's in the background, but Mikami Hinako is probably Koichiro's lover, and maybe the reason why, well, I don't know about Ishida, but Koichiro and Hinako, they both are being murdered by her mother because the first victim, or at least in the whole like Arimura killings, I guess, the one that was burnt and decapitated, maybe that was her mother's lover, you know, and then she thought that, you know, her Arimura's father was the one that killed her lover, so she got revenge and everything. So something like that, maybe. It's like it's all a big misunderstanding. I don't know.
タクル、どう？
ダメだ、繋がらない。
Pretty soon the others had arrived in the club room afterward, and I filled them on the situation. We tried to call her, but with no luck. Maybe she didn't want to answer my calls.
くそ、僕のせいだ。僕が有村を疑ってしまったから。
今はそんなこと言ってる場合じゃないでしょ。そうだよ。早くひなちゃんの居場所を突き止めなきゃ。
そうは言っても電話したって出てくれないし、どこにいるのかもわからないんだ。このままじゃ。
You know, you should have thought about that when she ran away from the RV, you know, instead of just standing there like an idiot. Oh well.
でもどうにかするしかないじゃない。何かいい方法を考えましょう。
A way. There was no way. And then someone handed me a phone.
カズキ？
つながったかも。ひなさんに。
I grabbed the phone and put it up to my ear.
もしもし。もしもし。
有村か？僕だ、宮代だ。
先輩。
待て、切るな。切らないで聞いてくれ。疑って悪かった。有村は間違っていなかった。間違っていたのは僕だ。だから謝れ。この通りだ。
先輩。
Was that the... I hear a train in the background, by the way. You hear that? She's gonna jump, oh no.
今すぐ会えないか？会って話したいことがあるんだ。
今は無理です。
どうして？
今からお母さんと会う約束をしてるんです。
Me, her mom. In hell.
だからその後なら。
ダメだ、有村。行くな。その約束は。
タク、ひなちゃんは？
切れた。
I called back, but she didn't answer. She either wasn't getting a signal or she turned off her phone. Either way, we had no way of contacting her.
有村のやつ、今から母親に会うって。
おい、それってまずいんじゃねえか。
どこで会うかわからないの？
今の時間でそこまで聞き出せるわけないだろ。
何か手がかりはないの？二人で一緒に行ったところとか、思い出の場所とか。
バカ言うなよ。母親と会うのにそんなところ。
Wait. I thought I heard... Oh, we heard a train, so... I heard a sound on the other side of the phone. That was probably... I remember my conversation with Shinjo as I ran.
有村の母親？有村のお母さんが犯人だって言うんですか？
石田萌殺し以降の事件についてはほぼ間違いないと見ていい。それからその前の焼死体についてもおそらくは。
The burnt body. Sarika and the others had insisted I put the phone on speaker mode, and I did that before I continued.
でも有村のお母さんがどうして？
有村家が家庭として破綻していたのは知っているか？
まあ、なんとなくは。
It was easy to imagine after what Arimura had told me.
有村ひなえの父親と母親はそれぞれ別の相手、いわゆる愛人がいて、 事実上生活の基盤はほぼそっちにあったらしい。ところが20年近く続いていた有村めぐみと愛人との仲は
Megumin?
先月の頭に突如破綻。
Explosion.
その頃から彼女の様子は少しおかしくなっていたようだ。
Okay.
当初自分を捨てた愛人へ向けられていた憎悪は次第に自らの家庭と夫に向けられるようになった。そもそも家庭が幸せであれば、夫がしっかりしてさえいれば自分が外で浮気することもなかったと。
At least that's what she said. Kurusu raised her voice in anger at Amura's mother's selfish actions.
やがてその考えはエスカレートし、最終的には娘である有村ひなえに向けられるようになったらしい。
どうして有村に？
有村ひなえこそが有村家がバラバラになる決定的な要因であり、また有村めぐみが愛人と別れることになった原因でもあったからだそうだ。
Arimura's real father was her mother's lover. Of course, her dad knew this. Her birth caused a rift in the Arimura family, and essentially ceased to be a family at all. What was worse was the strange power that Arimura had. She seemed to have it under control now, but at first, she hadn't known how to handle it. As a result, her mother had come to fear and loathe her.
精神的に不安定になった有村め
At
ぐみ
least that's
は
where
自分を捨てた愛人を殺害し、
that's where assuming, I
首を
guess.
切断した上で遺体を焼却。
Okay, so she was the one that killed her own lover, I guess. I thought they were still lovers, but I guess because, well, we just learned that they broke up. So I guess Arimura Megami, she's the real yandere. So that was the first murder.
さらには自らの不幸の原因となった娘有村ひなえと夫有村光一郎の殺害を目論んだ。
Well, interesting that this didn't happen in the other route, you know? Well, I wonder, you know, if there's any meddling, you know, going around, making her, like, want revenge and everything.
第二の被害者である石田萌は有村ひなえと間違われ誤って殺されたと警察では見ている。
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe she just looked like Hinae, and that's why. Okay.
そして
A case of mistaken
彼女は
identity.
警察の手を逃れ娘である有村ひなえの殺害を企てていると考えられる。
It was her mother, Arimura Megami, who killed her father. And now her mother was trying to kill her too. And then there was the phantoms of her dead brother. I may have done something terrible, you don't say. All I could do now was to find Arimura as fast as possible, and stop her from meeting with her mom. Like yandere mom. My lungs were already at their limit. And my lack of exercise had caught up with me, and my legs weren't doing what I told them to. But I had to keep going. Because I was sure. I think what I heard was Arimura was probably around here somewhere. Yeah, the train tracks. Well, it could be. Well, I was thinking like maybe she was like going out of like using a train, but maybe it's like, you know, under like a train like bridge or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Under train tracks, maybe. I heard her. The voice was definitely Arimura's.
どうしてなのママ。
Where? Where was she?
決まってるでしょ。あんたのせいだからよ。
無効だ。
ママ
I looked for my mom, where she says she says she'd be. I was so surprised when she suddenly texted me. I never thought that she'd actually want to see me. At first, I thought there was no way I'd ever meet her. I couldn't believe what she said either. I was so sad to lose your father that way. But maybe she really meant it. Oh, okay, so this is where they are. I guess there's like a train that goes, over there, over the little like small tunnel thing. Anyway, I hadn't talked to my mom in a long time. Mom has started avoiding me when she realized I had the power to tell when she was lying. So I didn't know what had happened to her and Dad since then, and I didn't care. I'd figured that after my brother's death, they hadn't tried to get back together. They both split off to do their own thing. But maybe she changed. Maybe Dad's death had made her rethink things. So I decided to do what she hoped I'd do. It was the last wish I had left. So I'd come to meet my mom. And I immediately regretted it as she stabs me in the face over and over again. Ouch.
来てくれて嬉しいわ。
She really meant it.
ずっと会いたかったのよ。
Okay. She meant that too, ironically, because she wants to murder us. Also, it's funny how she doesn't have any, speaking animation. I guess too much budget for that.
パパが亡くなっ
Or rather, it goes over the
ママに
budget.
とって大切なのはあなただけ。
Gotta cut corners when you can, I guess. A lie.
これからはママと二人ずっと一緒よ。
Also a lie.
さあ、もっとこっちに来て。その可愛い顔をよく見せて。
You'd think that she would learn to, not lie, or at least cover up her lies better? Since she knows about Arimura's power? Oh well. Lie, lie, lie. All lies.
ねえママ、
I said.
どうしてそんな嘘つくの？
嘘じゃないわ。ママは本当にあなたのこと。
嘘よ。私にはわかる。わかるもん。ママが本当のこと言ってないって。
ひなちゃんこそどうしてそんなこと言うの？ママはこんなにあなたのこと愛しているのに。
それも嘘。
Mom looked surprised for a second, but then she looked down her feet and didn't say anything. Maybe I said too much?
ママ、
わかったわよ。だったら本当のことを言ってあげる。
Psycho mode, yay.
ママ。
Was this her real voice?
あんたのせいよ。
This was her real voice.
だいたい最初から慎吾さえいなければパパと結婚しなくてもよかったのに。
Mom's words.
だけどあんたはあの人との子。だから大切にしてあげたのに。それなのに。あんたみたいな子が生まれたせいで私の人生はめちゃくちゃよ。
Totally true.
産まなきゃよかった。慎吾もあんたみたいな気持ちの悪い子もみんな生まれてこなきゃよかったのよ。
She was telling the truth. Yes.
だから消えてちょうだい。ママの前から私の前から消えて。
The words I wanted to hear. The words I didn't want to hear.
ほらね、慎吾もそう望んでるわ。
お兄ちゃん。
そうよ。お兄ちゃんがね、毎日ママのところに来て言うのよ。痛い痛い、死にたくなかったって。
お兄ちゃん。
全部あんたたちのせいよ。したくもない結婚をしたのも、家庭がめちゃくちゃになったのも、私の幸せを奪ったのも、全部あんたたちのせい。あんたたちが生まれたから、あんたみたいな化け物が生まれたから。だからあの人も。
She was telling the truth. This was the truth that I wanted to hear. But if this was the truth, then I...
私の気持ち分かってくれるでしょ。だったらね。
Mom took something out from her bag. The towel it was wrapped in fell off, and I could see a little bit of sunlight glinting off the exposed metal. Even if I knew what it was, I couldn't move. The truth that I just heard has shocked me so much that I couldn't move. Psychological damage. Very
あな
effective.
たさえいなければ私は幸せになれるの。
Mom smiled. It was the first time I seen her real smile.
バイバイひなちゃん。
She came closer. She looked so happy. There's nothing I could do but wait for her embrace. Ah yes, the sweet embrace of death. Well, yeah, Takaru just came out of nowhere, got stabbed instead. Ow.
有村はこの辺りに。
Or maybe not. I don't know. I was thinking Takaru would like save her from getting stabbed. But I guess not. I guess she just got stabbed anyway. Oh well.
全部あんたのせいよ。
That voice.
全部あんたたちのせい。
Oh no, this is like during her speech.
化け物が生まれたから。
So maybe we're not too late. It was Arimura's. I ran toward the voice, and under the dimly lit bridge, in an empty space with nothing but the sound of the trains, Arimura was there.
あなたさえいなければ私は幸せになれるの。
There's a woman standing in front of her. She was so tired she looked very aged, but she was probably in her early 40s. I guess, well, the only thing that indicates her age is like the little wrinkles in the eyes, I guess. Or like, it's more like she's not been getting enough sleep, but anyway. The woman took something out of her bag. And ironically, actually, it's probably the lipstick as well. The lipstick actually makes anime characters look older, as it turns out.
バイバイひなちゃん。
When the woman started walking toward Arimura, I knew everything. At this rate, Arimura will be killed. But from where I was standing, I couldn't reach her. Damn it. She was right in front of me. Was I just supposed to let her die? You know, just watch and laugh. Laugh at her corpse. Aha, no. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Arimura!
Yeah. I screamed as loud as I could. But okay. The woman didn't hear my voice. She held the blade in front of her and began to run. And then I saw something in the corner of my eye. I guess we'll use the power of, or superpowers. It was a D sword. There was a loud noise and the woman suddenly recoiled backward, then she grabbed her ears and fell to her knees. Red drops fell from between her fingers. Was that my power? My power had caused her earrings to move and ripping them out of her ears. Okay, interesting way to stop her, alright. But it only held her back for a moment. She glared at Arimura and charged with the blade once more.
Arimura!
Senpai!
I flung myself between them. The sound of a train. The warning bells as the crossing bars lowered. Light and shadow intersecting. And a burning pain. Owie.
Miyashiro senpai!
Okay, and then she just runs away. I heard footsteps somewhere deep in my head. Arimura's mother had probably come back to her senses after stabbing me, and then ran off somewhere. Okay, bye-bye. But the pain was so strong that I couldn't look to see.
Arimura.
I'm just wondering, what's stopping her from, stabbing some more? It's not the first time she did it, right? She stabbed, her victims quite a lot, actually. Just keep stabbing. Stab, stab, stab. Stab some more. I guess not. Well, I think it's because, I don't think Arimura's mother is, crazy naturally, you know? I think something has like kicked off the events, you know, that made her psycho. You know, probably, I mean, Saraka or Sakuma, you know, maybe both. They were like doing something that caused her mother to like break off her lover and everything, and then she goes crazy. I don't know. Mind control again, just mind control. Maybe. I must have passed out without realizing it, because the next thing I knew, Arimura was cradling my head in her lap.
先輩、じっとしててください。今救急車を。
ごめん、有村。
I softly rubbed her cheek. Her pretty pale skin was stained dark red with my blood.
どうして謝るんですか？
あの時信じてやれなくて、だから。
And I still don't, Arimura. You're a liar. Bleh, and then I die.
先輩。
もしも許してくれるなら、もう一度。有村。
Was she crying?
私こそごめんなさい。あんな風に飛び出していったりして。先輩は最後まで私のことを。それなのに。
Arimura. Stop getting your tears on me.
お願い。先輩、死なないで。
Well, the tears doesn't help. You know, it's not exactly like. Well, then again, there might be this weird trope. Well, there's a lot. Isn't it like a giant trope? You know, where like a character cries over like someone who's dying, and then suddenly they get revived. I don't know if it works like that here, though. Arimura's tears wet my cheeks. The tears fell in great numbers, rolling off my cheeks and hitting the ground. It's not gonna stop the blood loss. Maybe you should like do some first aid, Arimura. Like, I'm literally bleeding from my waist. You should like, you know, bind it somehow. But oh well. But I was already Mo Shinderu.
有村。僕は。
And thus we die, and become a ghost, and haunt her dreams forever. Oh, okay. When I woke up from my sleep, I saw the face of the person I'd been dreaming of and panicked. What? What's going on? I don't understand.
あれ、私眠って。宮代先輩。
なんだ、起きたのか？
ごめんなさい。先輩を待ってる間にうとうとしちゃってました。
別にそれくらい気にしなくていいって。
He is always so nice to me. Ah, yes, the common trope, isn't it? It's like always the harem protagonist is like, why do you like this harem protagonist? Because he was nice to me, and that's it. You know, that's literally it. That's all they are. Somehow, either that or you need to like jump, you know, do a high jump a million times. That's how that's how you seduce all the girls, I guess, according to visual novels anyway. So sometimes I want to let him spoil me.
何？
宮代先輩って優しいですよね。
何言ってんだよ急に。僕は別に。
優しいですよ。だってあの時私を助けに来てくれたんですもん。
それは有村が心配だったから。
ねえ先輩。
なんだよ。
痛みます？傷。
まあ時々は。でもこれくらい大したことないし。
Did we really just like, you know, just skip to the like a happy ending or something? I don't see a wound. Where's the bandages? I guess it's under his shirt. If he did survive, I guess. I don't know.
ごめんなさい。私のせいで。
だからあれは有村のせいじゃないって何度も言ってるだろ。
やっぱり私のせいです。私の心が弱かったから。だから
有村。
でもね、私気づいたんです。世界は本当か嘘、どちらかで割り切れるものじゃないって。世界には嘘と本当が半分ずつあって、私たちはそれを承知で受け入れていかなきゃいけないんだって。
Okay, it's just randomly just the end of her character arc, you know, about the whole lying and telling the truth thing.
そうじゃなきゃきっと誰も立ち行かなくなってしまうから。もっと早くにそう気づいてれば、私は。
Just like neatly wrapped up. Are we really not going to talk about, you know, the whole ghost thing? I mean, I guess it was caused by Kazuki. Are we not going to explain that? You know, no, I don't know. No. My mom had been arrested shortly after that. Okay. An officer at the police box had seen her staggering down the street covered in blood and taken her in. She'd lost her mind to the point where they weren't sure she could stand trial. But she'd have to go to some hospital, Shinjo had said. It was her own fault that this had happened to her. But part of it was my fault too. I will have to carry the burden of that truth for the rest of my life.
でも有村は気づいたんだろ。世界は嘘と本当の半分半分でできてるって。
はい。
だったらもう大丈夫だろ。それさえ分かっていれば前に進んでいけるはずだ。
はい。
Miyashiro would always tell me the path that I needed to follow. So
宮代先輩。
It feels so happy.
お願いがあるんですけど。
Like a mood whiplash, you know? Like suddenly, oh, I'm dying, Arimura, I'm dying. And then, boop, oh, we're happy ending. Okay.
お願い？なんだよ。
キスしてもらってもいいですか？
My god, so cheesy.
嫌ですか？
嫌じゃないけど。あ、お前今
その言葉が本当ならいいですよね。キス。
だからそれは。
Kazuki's here.
いたの？チェ、だったらもう少しの間だけ見ないふりしててくれればよかったのにな。
だから壁を叩くなって壊れるだろ。
I was so close too. Okay.
もうタクったらこんなところにいた。今日は復興祭、みんなで行く予定でしょ？
なんだ、有村も一緒か。さては二人して乳くり合ってやがったな。
乳くりって伊藤くん、もうちょっと言い方に気をつけなさい。
Sheesh. It might be a while before I get that kiss at this rate. I guess. They're playing as, you know, right now with Arimura, I guess.
行きましょうか、復興祭。
ああ、うん。
その代わり二人で。
え？
I grabbed his hand and started to run.
だって約束でしょ。ほら行きましょう先輩。
あ、おい、ちょっと。
Is this really the ending? I feel like we're already ending, you know? We're already at the ending.
二人で抜け駆け。
To her route anyway. It feels weird, like just jump to like happy ending, you know? And everything is solved, everything is resolved, you know? Never mind her weird like psychological trauma and like her paranoia and everything, you know, boop, now she's fixed. She's healthy again. Don't worry about it.
こら、 廊下は走っちゃダメよ。
So weird. It feels so weird.
そこかよ。
He was right. As long as I was with him, I could keep going forward, even in the world of truth and lies. Wow, this is so... because when he come to save me, I knew that his feelings were true. So,
ありがとう、先輩。
it's the end of like a romance anime. So cliche. Nani? Is that it? Is that the ending? Okay. But somehow it's very scary. It just suddenly turned very scary, by the way, the credit song. I assume this is the same. Is it the same credits? It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that was the Arimura route. I mean, you know, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I guess some parts were pretty, you know. I mean, at the beginning it became like basically like a dating sim. You know, it became really like a slice of life dating sim romance anime. Then it started getting creepy again, which I kind of like. You know, the whole like more murders were introduced and everything. Her parents being involved and learning about her psychological trauma. You know, that was interesting. And then it kind of like the climax was that, you know, her mother was a real killer and everything. But then you know, then it ends. It's like, what? What happened? You know, I was really thinking that maybe it was like a trick, and I was like, oh, actually, Miyashiro did actually die, and then maybe Arimura was like, oh, I'm actually insane. I'm in a mental hospital. I'm believing that Miyashiro is real when he's actually dead or something. I don't know, something like that. Risa, you think it's okay for the character arcs to be a little cheesy as long as the true end delivers? Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Like, maybe say the true end is gonna be great, but I don't know. I have to see, I guess. But yeah, Arimura run's kind of like, that was just weird. I don't know. I liked it when it became a little bit more, you know, psychological horror and everything. But then suddenly, happy ending. The character routes are definitely weird though, because they do leave a lot of like questions. You know, like Serika, for example, and Sakuma and the mastermind behind the main crimes, they're, I guess, just never mentioned, you know? It suddenly ended for some reason. I'm not sure why, but like, I guess Serika changed her plans just halfway through for some reason. I was guessing maybe it was because Hakaru was like falling in love with Arimura and everything. I guess, you know, maybe that's the idea. Once he falls in love with someone, I guess Serika changes her purpose, I guess. Because normally his purpose was to like become a hero or whatever, you know, similar to the last game, I guess, Chaos had and everything. That's what she said, you know, to, I guess, imitate the new generation Madness killings. But instead of that, I guess, it's just, you know, it becomes a romance anime because he just falls in love with waifu. He picks a waifu, you know, and then he doesn't need to do the murder mystery case anymore, I guess. I don't know. It might have been, well, I'm thinking like Arimura, assuming this isn't like entirely like a hallucination as well, you know, the whole character route thing. But like who was pushing her in the first place? You know, I guess her mother? I was thinking Serika though. Like maybe she was like doing all this to make Miyashiro into like a hero for Arimura and manipulating them to be together or something. I don't know, something like that. That's pretty like dark twist, but that could have been the thing. I don't know. And also, what was Kazuki's power? She just randomly mentioned she was a psychic, by the way. You know, apparently she has powers too for some reason. I don't know what her power is, but it was just like very briefly mentioned. And then, you know, apparently her power caused Arimura to see the ghost of her Oni-chan, but then it just kind of dropped that point very quickly, I guess. The whole ghost thing. I don't know. So weird. I guess maybe we'll learn more in another route what her powers are or something. Man, I just want more killing. You know, I just want more murder. But I'm not gonna get that, aren't I? I mean, I guess we do get murder, but, you know, not enough murder. Not enough murder. Not enough suffering. I just want the characters to be in despair some more, please. I don't know. seems like it's the same ending though, or the same credits song anyway. Credits, images. What's the band name? Fez or something? FES? That reminds me of Persona 3 actually, FES. Anyway. Well, there's some more endings to get. I think, as far as I know, there's 3 more routes, I think? 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Hey, look at the spoiler, or non-spoiler guide anyway. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more routes to get before the true, ending. I can also get the bad ending for Route A, but as far as I know, I don't think it's worth it, but maybe I'll check anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so technically I haven't seen the negative delusions for Arimura's route. I could check that. I did say I wanted more horror stuff. Even if it's delusions, maybe it'll satisfy my taste for, psychological horror. If I went back and did all the negative delusions as well for this route. Oh, and a little bit more too. Okay, interesting. I was thinking maybe a little bit more. So, November 21st, 2015, Saturday. Trustworthiness investigation company, Frisia. Right? Back with Momose and Shinjo.
揃っているかな
Shinjo looked around at the assembled group before he spoke. Alright. It was a Saturday morning and early, but there were still quite a few people here. Momose Katsuko, the CEO of Frisia, Funasato Mio, a student at Hekiko Academy, and the famous Kei of Shibuya News. Ito Shinji, part of the Hekiko newspaper club. Kurusu no, Kazuki Hana, and Onoi Sadaka. None of them looked happy to be here. Why are they all here? They all had a vague idea of why they'd been brought here, but they still seemed to be afraid of what they were about to hear. Shinjo didn't feel much different. Shinjo slowly began to speak, with the same expression of tension on his face as the rest of them.
Arimura Hinae と宮代拓が見つかった
Okay, so this is back, I guess, when, Shinjo began to tell them what the police had learned about what had happened between me, Arimura, and her mother on November 4th. Yeah, back here. After her mom had stabbed me, I was lying on the ground with my head in her lap. Even now, I still remember how hot her tears had felt.
Arimura
My consciousness gradually began to fade.
Arimura 僕は
And then in the corner of my eye, I saw her. Okay, she's back. It was Arimura's mother. I thought she'd left, but she hadn't. She debated us. All sanity was gone from her eyes. I saw a sharp flash as she raised her hand high above Arimura's head.
Arimura
With all the strength I had, I pushed Arimura down and covered her with my body. Stab. Okay, I was saying, why would you not continue stabbing? Here you go. A burning pain rained down my back. Stab, stab, again and again. Again and again and again. 27 stab wounds. Or is it 26? 27? 28? I'm making a reference to Detroit Become Human. But anyway. Pain. Screams. Hilarious. Mad laughter. A horn. The sound of a train. Light and shadow. By that time, I didn't even know what was going on. All I knew was the sound of something hitting the ground. The sound of dragging feet. And
先輩先輩
Arimura sobs. I tried to speak, but I felt unbelievably weak. When I finally did, my voice was barely a whisper. But I still used all the strength I had. I had to tell her. I had to tell Arimura. Arimura, you owe me $5 for that mountain view I gave you, bleh. And then we died now. Okay, now.
いいです喋らなくていいですからでも今喋らないと伝えられないいやそんなこと聞きたくない僕は多分君のことが好きだった
Ah, yes, of course. You know, just confess right before you die.
先輩本当にはいわかります本当だってよく先輩いやねえ先輩やめてくださいよそんな嘘いやだ先輩いや
Okay?
宮代拓郎を刺した後、有村めぐみは血まみれでふらふらと歩いているところを警ら中の警官に確保された。
Mm-hmm.
ただ残念ながら彼女は現在でも心神喪失状態で話を聞ける状態ではないようだ。
それで二人は
有村ひなえがその後宮代拓郎と共に現場から姿を消していたことは知っているな。
Vanished? Shinjo took their silence as a yes and continued.
どうしたものか。これまで警察がいくら探しても二人を見つけることはできなかった。それが昨日になってようやく発見に至った。二人は例の封鎖されている AH 総合病院の地下室に潜り込んでいたらしい。
Really? But, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The place had been locked up tight. There was no way anybody or anyone could find us there. In fact, we stayed down there for almost 3 weeks.
そんなことより二人は無事なんですよね
I mean, Takaru didn't seem alright. Well, I guess it was the right idea to send him to a hospital, but I don't know. I don't know if staying in the basement was a good idea.
それは
Is it the Shinjo said it was 3 weeks? Or, I don't know.
二人についてだが
Misato picked up where Shinjo hesitated. She had already heard, it seemed.
現在有村ひなえは病院に保護されている発見された当時彼女の腕の中には宮代宝がいたそうだ
Mm-hmm.
ただ死後2週間以上経過した彼の体はすでにほとんどが腐敗し一部は白骨化
Ah, okay.
また遺体の一部は欠損していたらしい
Nice boat is what I'm reminded of, you know? I could see them all gasp.
そして有村ひなえは腐敗した宮代拓の体を大事そうに抱きかかえずっと話しかけていた
Okay. I kind of called it. Where, like, actually that weird happy ending was an illusion. Ironically, you know? I mean, Arimura is all about, you know, telling the lies from the truth and everything. Well, she's lying to herself, I guess. Living in her weird delusions. And he's just holding his corpse in a basement. That's right. I died right after that. Oh, I died. Okay. It was understandable given how many times I've been stabbed, oh yes. And the next thing I knew, I was in that hospital. My body was there, unmoving, and Arimura was holding me. I didn't know how Arimura had gotten it down there, but she probably gotten help from her. Her? Her. Who? Oh.
Senpai.
She's... I think it's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's pretty horrific, but also hilarious. I think this is hilarious. Look at him. Oh, I guess he's missing part of his body. Look at him. He's just dried up. He's a dried up corpse. Arimura was talking to me happily.
先輩、お願いがあるんですけど。
She seemed to think she was at school. She kept saying the same thing over and over. I was sure she was hearing my voice as well. No, not just me. Sarika was there, and Kurusu, and Ito and Kazuki. What she was seeing was...
ひなちゃんには見えてるんだよ。本当の世界が。
That's Sarika for you? She knew exactly what I wanted to say. Yeah, that was the real world. It was the true world that she wanted. And she could hear them. Voices without lies. And I knew, now that I was a part of her. That was weird. Like, we're talking to... Like, we're ourselves, but we're like a ghost, but we're talking to Sarika, and she talked to us? That was weird. I don't know. Sarika softly touched Kurusu's hand.
そんな顔しちゃダメだよ。だってきっとタクも楽しかったから。
You had a good time too? Huh?
ね、タク。
Nani?
そうだよね。
Okay. Onoi making her like devil smile. Woo. Everyone looked out the window and up at the sky. How strange. I'm right here. But what Sarika said was right. This was for the best. My voice couldn't reach her anymore. But she had the world she wanted. She had attained a world of truth. As she was still whispering in that empty room.
ありがとう、先輩。
Okay. No, well, Dark Sky End. Interesting she said like the true world? I'm gonna achievement right here, true world. But isn't that like a fake world though? Confusing when you say true world, when it's obviously a fake world, you know, the one she's hallucinating in her head, I guess. But also Sarek was talking to us, so maybe that entire route was all just an illusion as well. I don't know. But hey, I kinda like that, actually, a little mind twisty at the end there. But I kind of like it. I did say I wanted the characters to suffer more, and there you go, they suffered more. I'm still invested. I guess I'll continue getting all the other routes, and maybe I'll check out the negative delusions for Arimura's route as well. So now we're going to probably get the bad end for Arimura's route, is what I'm thinking. I've read that apparently it's basically the same, so there are not going to be much differences. But at the very least, I want to see the negative delusions, because how you get the bad end is basically instead of choosing positive delusions, you choose a bunch of negative delusions instead. So at least there's a bit of new content there. We'll see that. Let's see. I go to the beginning of her route though. I guess True World. I guess this one. I assume this one is the one where her route starts. Let's do that. Alright, so instead of choosing positive ones, let's choose negative ones. Let's see what the negative ones are like. Why is she looking at me that way? This is just like...
まさか、先輩。
Oh yeah, isn't this where we accidentally push her on the bed or something? No, wait. Did I really not? Minamikata said it after all. If you pin a woman down, she'll do whatever you want. And she actually wanted you to. I mean, I should believe it, but maybe it was true and I just didn't know it. So I read this before. Trigger on. Actually, there was a whole special on it, wasn't there? It was the July 1999 issue, I think. That bratty little girl, year or two younger than you, is actually just waiting for you to make a forceful move. A forceful move. That meant...
そうだよ。実は全て僕が仕組んだことだ。
Oh yeah, we did the exact thing happened in Positive Delusion. Like, we just took responsibility for everything. You know, I'm the mastermind. I killed everybody. And then she's like, blush, blush, apparently.
全部って。
全部と言ったら全部だよ。あの女のことも何もかも。
じゃあ私たちが襲われたことも先輩が。でもどうして。
決まってるだろ。君をここに連れ込むためだ。
I grabbed her by the wrists and pinned her to the bed. Arimura looked at me in surprise. And laughed? Why was she laughing?
Arimura?
It's very hilarious to her, I guess.
何がおかしいんだよ。
だって笑わずにいられないんですもの。僕が仕組んだ。私をここに連れてきた。おかしい。
Arimura stood and put her fingers up to her jaw, Nani? And then, with a strange crackling sound, she started to rip off her own face. Ah yes, of course, face off. She's gone crazy! I screamed in panic. What a twist. She ripped off her own skin and I could see the muscle and bone beneath. Okay, well I thought she was gonna like, you know, pull off the mask and it's someone else, but actually she just ripped off her own skin, alright. No, wait. Instead I saw, oh no, okay, yeah.
お前は
Oh, okay. Surprise! It was that woman from before! Quick, pin her to the bed again. Her eyes glistened with madness as she got closer to me.
嘘。どうして。
決まってるじゃない。あなたを消し済みにするためよ。
She slowly raised her hand, and then the first burst came forth. Her eyes went red as new. Is this a new sprite? Maybe, I don't know. I noticed that her eyes are bleeding again. Maybe we saw this sprite before, and, you know. This is kind of an indication, even though this is a delusion, the sprite itself might be an indication that she's, again, being mind controlled by Sakuma and everything. I was wondering, like, probably, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but... I was wondering, like, maybe was she acting on her own, you know? And everything, like she's not being mind controlled, but she probably is. It was so hot. I felt like I was going to vomit from the stench of burning hair and skin. I opened my mouth to breathe and a wave of fire ran down my throat. Okay, and then we die. Alright.
何がですか？
え
だから何を許してほしいんですか？
Arimura was looking at me in confusion.
いや、別に何でも。
Never mind,
ふ
nothing.
ん、まあいいですけど、そこどいてもらえます？さもないと。
ごめん。
Well, that's the first negative delusion. Let's go to the next one, probably. Right? How
そ
do
の
I skip? Oh, negative time. Let's see. Negative. Oh yeah, this is the part where I guess Takaru, at least in his mind, just flips everyone's skirt for fun, I guess, because he's like drunk with power. And the first thing he does is just flip skirts, I guess. You think he will, at least if you're gonna go full evil, at least do something else more beneficial.
じ
I suddenly realized that Serika was staring at me.
なんだよ。
ー、たく、また何か良くないことを考えてるでしょ
Ah, shit.
何言ってんだよ。僕は別にそんなこと。
う。嘘です。バッチリ考えてましたね。
Shit again. That's right, Arimura's here.
どうせまたエッチなこと考えてたんでしょ？
そういうんじゃ。
それも嘘んこ。ということは、つまりエッチなことを考えていたということですね。
This was going nowhere. I was just digging myself into a deeper hole. But if I answered by shaking my head, I'd be basically admitting it. Arimura Hinae's power made her a formidable foe. And also, Serika can read your mind.
どうする？ひなちゃん。
This is a delusion, so I don't know, if Takaru knows that. Maybe unconsciously, I don't know.
どうするって。
Sometimes delusions, it seems like most of the delusions are like, like the equivalent of like filler episodes in an anime. They're not really canon, but maybe sometimes it gives hints into like the characters' like personalities and their actual like true nature sometimes, I don't know.
やっぱエッチな人にはお仕置きが必要じゃないかと。
お仕置き。
Depending on what they had in mind, that may actually be a good thing. Okay?
どういうのがいいかな。できればもう二度とそういうことを考えないようなのがいいと思うんだけど。そうさな。じゃあ視力を奪うなんてのはどう？
は？
ああ、それいいかも。何も見えなくなればもうエッチなこととか考えられないもんね。
ちょっと待て。いくらなんでもちょっと考えたくらいでそんな物騒なこと。
ほらタク、大丈夫。痛くしないから。
いや、そういう問題じゃ。
先輩。
Right. Could I use my power to distract them somehow? If I could knock and move something or destroy it, they'd turn their attention toward that. And then I could run. And, prevent my eyes from being gouged out, I guess.
よし。
I concentrated for a moment, and then when the D sword appeared, I focused on it. Now I could. Suddenly, Arimura's face contorted with pain.
ひなちゃん？痛い。どうしたの？ひなちゃん。
Arimura screamed as she writhed in pain, clutching her right arm. It wasn't an act, it was a real scream. I could see red blood falling down from the end of her arm, forming a puddle on the floor. What are we doing? This is distraction? By literally pulling off her arm? Ah, yes. Arimura screamed even louder. And in the next moment... Well, she's probably need to get a cybernetic arm now. It exploded. Arimura's right hand swelled up like a fruit with a firecracker in it and exploded from the inside. Yes, a very good distraction. Time to run away. I guess. The tiny fragments of flesh splattered across the windows, the wall, and my face too. Can you do that with your power? I mean, I guess you can. You know, maybe you should have done that. You know, if you have the power of like exploding people's arms, you should have done that with Sakuma. Arimura fell to the floor holding her hand.
何これ。もしかしてこれタクが。
違う。
嘘。
Yes, you're lying. You know. I could hear her moaning on the cold floor.
先輩がタク。
No, I didn't mean to. Okay.
ねえねえセリ、宮代先輩どうしちゃったん？気にしないで、いつものことだから。
He's always crazy. Don't worry about it. Always having like murderous thoughts about the people around him.
この場合は
Anyway.
やだなあ、私がここに来る理由なんて一つしかないじゃないですか。
One reason? What is it? Bam! Trigger on.
先輩を食べるためですよ。
Of course. Now it's Vor? Again, the game is just hitting all the finishes, I guess. It's just Vor now. Yes. Squishy sounds. Suddenly, Arimura's expression changed. No, it wasn't just her expression. Her voice, her whole personality.
なんだどうしたんだよ有村。
何言ってるんですか、宮代先輩。もしかして気づいてなかったんですか？今この学校で生きているのは宮代先輩だけなんですよ。
Ah, yes. Oh, is she talking about? Is this corpse party? I was the only living person in the school and everyone's a vengeful ghost, maybe? Well, that's impossible.
たく、お腹すいたよ。
タクルの柔らかい腹渡食べさせて。
What is that voice? That voice actress. Really, I feel like I had a fun time making that voice.
ほのえそれにクルスまでどうしたって。
It was only then that I realized that every person in the classroom was looking at me. Maybe it's not Vor, but like zombies, maybe? No, they weren't people any longer. Their skin was the color of clay and hanging off their bodies. There's no life in their clouded eyes. Some of them didn't even have eyes. Something white was dripping out of their empty sockets. When it fell to the floor, it wriggled. It was maggots. Ah yes, delicious. Maggots had fallen out of their eye sockets and landed on the floor. Bleh. One took a step or two forward, and even that small impact was enough for his arm to snap off and fall to the floor. But the living dead didn't care. Slowly, one step at a time, they got closer to me. It kind of reminds me of another anime, actually. It's kind of a spoiler to mention that, actually. Its whole premise is like very similar to this, but, you know, it's a spoiler in itself. I don't know. But I like it. At least the manga, anyway. I read the manga. You know, let's just say that it involves zombies. You know, it involves zombies in a school. Okay, some of them were dragging something rope-like behind them. Are there intestines? I looked closer and saw that it was their intestines. Yes. Is it pronounced intestines or intestines? I think it's intestines, right? Intestines. They were dragging their guts along the floor as they walked.
たく。
I was surrounded by an army of corpses. I mean, you better grab the shotgun. You know, just like rub some green herbs on your face and then run around, you know, like a tank with tank controls, you know, shoot your shotgun. But I gotta save your bullets, obviously, so you might as well just run around and maybe just grab some more pistol ammo and shoot them in the head. Anyway, the stench was enough to make me vomit on the spot. I looked up and saw that Arimura and Kurisu was staring down at me with their lifeless eyes.
Senpai.
I shoved my hands forward and felt something slippery on my palm. My hands had broken the skin on Arimura's arms, revealing yellow fat and rotting flesh beneath. Arimura stared at her ripped arm and slowly laughed. She opened her mouth wide and went for my neck. And that's why she had those fangs. Makes it easier to rip open human flesh. No, that wasn't going to happen.
Senpai, 聞いてます?
Alright, this was perfect. Oh yeah, this is during the date, I think? Yeah. Takaru, you know, planned to do, like, many things, I guess. First time, we had a positive delusion, and it went perfectly. This time, trigger on. I need to decide on someplace appropriate for a date. A normie, Ryaju, I guess, is capable of making decisions when he needs to.
ちょっと待ってもらってもいいか。確かこの辺りにもう一軒。
Yes, here it is.
申し訳ありません。ただいま店内混み合っておりまして、2時間ほどお待ちいただくことになるんですが。
ダメでした。
You know, this is kind of how it happened in, like, you know, actual date without the delusion. I got around to 6 places and had no luck in any of them. I was exhausted from walking, and I could tell that Arimura's patience was reaching its limit.
もういいよ。
え？
もういいっつってんだよ。
有村さん？
なんなんだよ。さっきからあちこち歩き回されて冗談じゃねえっつうの。慣れてないにも限度があんだろ。連れ回される身にもなれっての。
待って、次こそ。
次なんかねえよ。私もう帰るし、マジこれ以上付き合ってらんねえ。お前みたいなのは一生ろくにデートもできねえよ、この童貞野郎。
Arimura looked at me the same way you might look at a pile of garbage. Ah, yes, it was like she was looking at a piece of trash, and left without looking back. I could feel the stares of the other people on the street.
ねえ、あの子童貞だって。こじらせちゃったってやつ、かわいそう。
おめえ相手してやれば？
無理、絶対無理。
We go back home? Okay. Damn it. The more I thought about it, the more upset I got. She didn't need to be like that just because all the restaurants were full. How dare she call me a virgin? Apparently. And now we're listening to K for some reason.
0時になりました。皆様、ようこそいらっしゃいませ。K さんと申します。
Shibuya news had begun. It felt like it had been a long time since I heard Kei's voice. I still couldn't believe that this calm, quiet voice belonged to Kunasato.
さて、本日放送の機会を設けさせていただいたのは、昨日渋谷で起きた悲惨な事件についてです。
Ah, yes. Incident? Was there a new murder?
18日13時過ぎ頃、渋谷の繁華街にて碧峰学園の3年生宮代宝が女子のエスコートに失敗するという事件 件が発生しました。
Yes, of course. Just very specific.
は？なんだよそれ。
原因は宮代拓が童貞だったことにあると思われ、現在警察は事件の究明。
I guess the police are also investigating. What was she talking about? Was that really newsworthy? And did she have to use the internet to tell the whole world?
なんだ。
Suddenly, I realized that there was a lot of noise coming from outside my room. Suddenly, there was a bright light. It was the light of a flashlight. Dozens of flashlights were illuminating my room. No, that wasn't it. There was a huge crowd outside the RV.
なあ、ここか？例の。おい、押すなよ。危ねえだろ。
そんなこと言ったって見えないんだもん。
This is very, this is actually a very egotistical delusion. I mean, obviously, it's just his imagination, I guess. But it's funny how, like, oh no, I had this bad experience this one time, and now everyone in the world cares, apparently. You know, for some reason. What was that, a rock?
おい、いるんだろ。出てこいよ。ほら、出てこいっつってんだよ。
なんで僕はただデートで店のチョイスに失敗しただけだろ。
So why?
なんでなんだよ。
It was all just because of that. His entire life is ruined. That's stupid, yes. That's impossible.
とりあえず何系がいい？
Another negative illusion. Oh yeah, this is the part where we learn that she has a bulge. Anyway, at least in the positive delusion.
そうだ、怪我。
What's the negative one?
怪我大したことないって言ってたけど。
はい、大丈夫ですよ。
And yeah, she lifts her skirt and then I went to take a closer look. And the next moment, a vine reached out from under her skirt and wrapped around me. This time, I guess, she's just a tentacle monster, obviously.
なんだこれは。
引っかかったな、宮代拓。
The oldest trick in the book.
お前は。
私は貴様に滅ぼされた葉桜人軍の生き残り、くのいちのおひな。こうして復讐の時を待っていたのだ。
Oh, okay, so, well, I was thinking she was a tentacle monster or something, but actually, no, she's just a ninja. Don't worry, okay.
葉桜人軍。
自らの術で記憶を封印し忘れているとは、いい気なものだな。
忘れている。僕が。
Suddenly, there was a splitting pain in my head and I saw a strange vision. An old mountain village. Rising smoke. Falling men and women. And a laughing man. Me, okay, this is just an anime plot. It's Naruto, basically. What was this?
思い出したか？それが貴様の記憶よ。貴様一人の力によって我々の里は滅ぼされたのだ。この恨み、晴らさでおくべきか。
Smoke.
これは。
Amazing. Shadow clone jutsu. Arimura's body suddenly went blurry before splitting into several copies.
葉桜連邦分け身の術。さあ、どれが本物の私かわかるかな？
Vines sprang forth from all directions and wrapped around my neck. And then... bubbles speared from underneath her skirt. Nani?
バカな。その術は。
この泡に触 触れたものは皆溶けてなくなる。
けれどそれは使った本人さえなきものにする捨て身の術。
貴様に復讐できればそれで本望。宮代拓、さらばでござる。
And then we die from bubbles. You have a lot of Chunibyo fantasies, it seems like. No one says "wreak my vengeance" anymore. What kind of old movie is that supposed to be? Yeah, maybe it's a reference because obviously it's kind of like Naruto, but probably like there's an older reference maybe somewhere in there. Like the whole bubble thing, I don't really like recognize. Well, nobody liked that stuff these days anyway. And when I came back to my senses, I was looking at anime thighs. Yes. Skip. And again, I've heard the bad end is almost identical to the normal end for her routes, so that might be it, actually. But, I guess we'll see. I'm just gonna, quickly just skip through everything and see if there's anything new, I guess, at all. Maybe there's like a very slight difference. Or it could be that the bad end is kind of like they just cut it off, right at the end where he gets stabbed and everything. And that's the bad end, maybe. I wonder if there's like so they have to go through the credit scene again or something? I don't know. Oh, here, tears. And then happy end! Everybody's happy, yay! Right? Yeah. And credits. Okay. I assume that's it. Can I skip the credits? Yeah, I skip the credits. Anything else? Yeah. Arimura, Hinae, bad end. Alright, there you go. Fantastic. So that the only difference is that we don't see the extra part after the credits for her route anyway. That we learned that apparently that she just dragged her body into like the hospital basement, just having this weird delusion that she's in a happy world, I guess. In a weird way. That's not really a good end, but it's kind of like a true end for her route anyway. I wonder if they're gonna continue that trend, The rest of the routes all just have like these weird endings where, it's not like exactly happy. But I guess we'll see.